Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be an unboxing video from Stackery. So Stackery is a service that allows you to basically gather a bunch of books in the United States, or whatever orders you might want to have from the US, and you gather them, and then they ship it all at once to you wherever you live outside of the United States. So basically what happened is there's a bunch of things that I've been ordering. You can see the box right behind me. That I couldn't get in Canada. So what I do is I send them all to Stackery, and it's usually a lot of these shippers do free shipping in the US, so I save big money on the shipping, and then it's just one shipping fee to get it sent to Canada. So it's been a big savings for me. It's allowed me to buy a lot more inexpensive books, which sounds kind of weird, but it's allowed me to buy books that normally I wouldn't pick up because the shipping is more expensive than the actual comics. But also this is going to be a two-parter video, and I'll explain why as you see the unboxing. But I'm just getting the main box here. So here's the box. Now, they were actually quite good. I told them exactly how I wanted it shipped. We're going to see if they did a good job. Hopefully they did. So here is the thing. So they basically shipped it in like bubble wrapped. They put lots of cardboard. So that's interesting. And you'll see that they kind of consolidated everything so that it would ship like just as a big collection. So these were actually like a lot of individual orders. So it's kind of nice that they, instead of paying $20 for shipping for one comic, I could get a whole bunch of comics sent for like, it was like $100 with, the extra wrapping and all that kind of stuff all together. It was about $100. And it was like about 13 orders all together that I placed into this stack. So we got those, and then we got these ones. So it's a pretty big amount of stuff. And I think I'm going to show you one thing. I'm not actually going to open it. I don't think. If this is what I think it is, I won't actually open it now. I'll do it in a part 2. So let's see. I have to kind of cut it a bit. And oh, no, this is not what I thought it was. It's going to be probably in there somewhere. I don't know where it is, so we'll find it. Okay, so this is the first comic that was in the collection. And they really wrapped it well. I'm really happy with the way that they wrapped it. I was really nervous because I was worried when you get other people that don't know comics that well to rewrap or slabs. This is a slab comic. This is Underworld number 2, and this is a SOTI book. So this is a book that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent, and it's just a really great crime book. And it's a high grade. It's a 6.0. So really rare book. I gave the guy a pretty low offer on it. Like, well, reasonable offer, but not, I was trying to save some money on it. And I was happy to get it. I think it was like $200-300 in that range. So just a really great book to get. I forgot why this is in the Seduction of the Innocent, but I'll look it up later, and I'll do a big video about all my Seduction of the Innocent books once I finish them. Once I finish that collection. That's something to look forward to. The next one. This is it. Okay, so this is the one that I will do as a part 2. And I'll just give you a quick heads up of what this is. This is Comic Tom's mystery box. So you can't get Comic Tom's mystery box in Canada. So I was like, oh, and he was doing some really cool free item, or not free, but, item that he was exclusive, right? And I was like, oh, I really, really want that, and it was just so annoying that they wouldn't ship to Canada. So by using Stackery, I was able to get it to come here. So now I can get the Comic Tom exclusives. And I'm really looking forward to that. So that'll be part 2 of this video. So this is going to be one part and then another part. So I'll do that as a separate unboxing where I'll show the Comic Tom unboxing. So, but there's still a lot more cool things. So that's only one of the small things in here. So they actually did a really great job of wrapping everything. So let's see. This next bundle, they really wrapped it well. I mean, they did a really great job. I gave them instructions, please wrap it, extra well, and they did a great job of doing that. Okay, so you can see it's a big group of books. They bubble wrapped it all really well. Okay, so let's see. I gotta kind of slice it a bit without slicing the comics. And let's see if I can get these out. Okay, got a couple out. These are some really big books in here, actually, really kind of major ones. One sec here. I'm gonna hopefully be able to get them all out. Okay. Like a bunch. Okay, wow, that was interesting. So that was a little bit of a struggle because it was really well wrapped. Okay, this is the first one in this lot. Is a really great one. This was a buy it now sale, or what's it called? On Instagram they have like you can not best offers, but they have like a sort of buy it nows where they basically show comics, and whoever bids on it first or buys it first or willing to accept it first gets the comic. And he wanted $100 for this book. I offered him 90. So it's a high grade and it's a pretty major book right now. This is really hot, especially with the Venom movie coming out. It's a book that I actually had in my collection, I believe, at one time, but I sold it because of my wife. So it's great to have it back in my collection. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 316. So it's the Venom cover, and it's kind of like a very popular comic. This is the second appearance of Venom on the cover, not the first Venom cover. 315, he's just like a little head, but this is like the full Venom, so it's kind of like the hot book. Okay, so the next one is, these are two very major books, and they're stuck together. I don't know why they sent it that way, but it wasn't Stackry, it was the actual vendor that sent it this way. Let's see if I can separate them. But these are two very major books that I've seen sell for many, many times higher than what I paid. Okay, let's see. I'll put that down. Both of these are from The Seduction of the Innocent. The first one is Crime Reporter, number 2. This is just a very famous cover because, it kind of looks like she's about to get shot. Her clothes are like ripped off her. It's a very famous cover. And this is just a really, really great book that was mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. Every time I see this book, I've lost every time except for this one time. It went for $1,000 to $2,000. I paid about $400 to $500 for it, so I was quite happy to get it for a reasonable price. So Crime Reporter number 2, very hard book to find, very, very difficult. And the next one is Authentic Police Cases. I believe this is, I forgot what number, I believe this is number 6, I think it's number 6. This is like another one that's mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent. Just a really great cover, and just a really great and key, like really hard to find. Both of these books very hard to find. This was actually more expensive of the two based on the auction. I don't know why. A lot of people were chasing after this one, so I think I paid like about, again, $500-600 range for this one. So this is very hard book to find. I've only seen this on Heritage maybe once. So really hard book to find. And that's Authentic Police Cases. Another great book that I got is this one, Space Action. And it's just a really great cover. I almost thought it was an LB Cole cover, but it's not. Just because of the colors. But I just thought it was a really great cover. It's one that I had wanted for a while. I paid like $70 or $80 for it. It wasn't that expensive, but I just think it's a really classic cover. Just that I just like the whole visor, and you can see the alien with the girl in the astronaut's visor. So I just thought that was really cool. Just a great cover that I've always really liked. And I finally have it in my collection. Not a high grade. It's a pretty pricey book if it's in high grade. My copy is not in high grade. This is another one I really liked. This was like a really cheap buy, like a $20 comic or something. This is Adventures of Bob Hope, number 24. And a lot of these Bob Hope ones I've been trying to get just because they have really good girl art on them. I just really like them. They're kind of quirky and a little bit silly. So I kind of like this. So, if you read the caption, I like these little bubbles, word bubbles. Wow. I know why the man in the moon is always smiling. So, it's kind of cute. So I just like that one. And now another thing that I got was a set of Swamp Things. These are modern, and I didn't bag and board them, so just Swamp Thing number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, and number 11. Now, I believe that this is the recalled one. This was recalled. I forgot the reason behind it, but it was recalled. I'd have to look it up again. But this is the scarce book within this collection, and really was the reason why I bought the collection. I just wanted this one book, actually I had it in, like, I actually ordered this book from my comic shop, and I had it in my shopping cart, and I didn't check out yet, and somebody picked it up just as I was about to check out, and I was like, oh, so I didn't get the book from my comic shop, and then I saw it on eBay where I could get a whole bunch of books for the same price as just this one book. So I figured, hey, why not? So I got all those books really after that one book. Okay, next one. Okay, let's see if I can open this. This is a little challenging because it's taped together. Okay. This is Tales to Astonish number 46. And this just has, I forget what the character's name is. It's a first appearance of, I'm trying to remember the character's name. But I'll write it in the description notes. So check the description notes. I'll put it in the description notes whose first appearance this is. But it's just it's a pretty hot book for some reason. Like, I didn't think anyone would be chasing after it, but what happened was I was looking through the what if notes of who is kind of reprising their roles in the Marvel series, and this character, which I blanking on the name, was in that notes. So I figured, oh, hey, what's their first appearance? And it's this book. So I'll put that in the description notes. You'll see who it is. But I thought it was kind of cool to get like an early first appearance from the Silver Age. This is a Silver Age book. And it's a pretty pricey book. It's gone up a lot since I was looking at it. I don't know why these books seem to go up after. maybe other people were doing the same thing, looking at the notes of various characters that might make an appearance. Okay, so this is a big collection of books, and they're like all from my comic shop. So one of the things is my comic shop will not send certain books to Canada, and one of the books that they will not send is Zombie Tramp. So this is Zombie Tramp #1 from the 3rd series. It's about $100 book. I paid 60. I think it was around 60. So it's a really hot book, a really hard book to find. This Zombie Tramp #1. This is from the 3rd series. Now, Zombie Tramp #1 from the 1st series is a crazy hard book to find. It's almost like a ghost. I've only seen it once, and I bought that one copy, and actually have it above me. I have it always in front of me so I can see it. This is my Zombie Tramp #1 from the 1st series. I just really like Zombie Tramp. It's silly, it's sexy, it's fun. I like it. Okay, and then I got a bunch of other books. Some of these were ones that other YouTubers mentioned and that I thought sounded cool, so I figured I'd check them out. Death Be Damned, #1. So I thought that was kind of sounded like a cool series. The description I heard was that the person was murdered and basically was brought back to life, and they have to hunt down the people that killed them. And they can't finally get their arrest until they kill all the people who had done them wrong. So that's the story behind that one. So when I placed my order with my comic shop, they were doing the free comic book thing. So you could get some free comic books. So a bunch of these are going to be the free comic books. So this is the free comic book day Batman. So I got a bunch in here, and they didn't charge extra for it. It's just based on the number of books you order, you get a certain number of free ones. So this is Death Be Damned #2. And this is an interesting one. This is the Plutona #5. I actually think I got the whole series from this. This is Jeff Lemire's. So Jeff Lemire is the guy that did Sweet Tooth, and this is one of the books from his other series. So I think they're in talks, maybe potentially going to make that into a TV series. So you'll see some of these books related to that one. And then we got Fade Out. This was another one somebody else recommended. They said it was a good story. It was a cheap buy. It's like $2 or something like that. So Fade Out #1. This sounded like a cool story. Somebody recommended it. And then we have Free Comic Book Day, Star Wars The High Republic. And then we have Death Be Damned, the B cover. And then we have Jack of Fables. Somebody recommended this as a great spec book. So I don't know. The reason I picked it up is I heard it was a great spec and I liked the cover. I just thought it was a great cover. This was a cover buy and a spec buy a little bit. So then we have House of Slaughter, Enter the House of Slaughter, free book. And then we have the Plutona #1. And then we have another free comic book day. Then we have the Plutona #2. So you'll notice I got the whole series of Plutonas. Figured, hey, they were all cheap. They were all like $2 each. This is #3 from that series. And then we have more Jack of Fables, #9. And again, some of these, like they recommended Jack of Fables #1. So I picked up a few of the other issues of Jack of Fables just because of the cover. This kind of reminded me of Bruce Timm style. And it's also a book that Another artist that I like collecting is Andrew Papoy, and this he's also involved in this one, so I kind of like that one. So and he's involved with this whole Jack of Fables series. So this is another Jack of Fables. This is Jack of Fables #1. So just another cool series. Also, Jack Papoy Papoy is involved with it. So, Andrew Papoy, I should say. So then we have Death Be Damned #4. The Patona #4. All the #4s are together. And then we have some more free comic book ones. Resistance Uprising. And then Avengers with the Hulk. These are all free comic book day ones. And then we have Batman and Robin and Howard. Okay. Weird one. And then Death Be Damned #3. And this is one that I actually tried to buy at my local comic book shop. That I tried to buy at my local comic book shop because I really liked the cover. I thought it was a really sexy cover and kind of silly with the monster at the bottom there. I thought it was a really sexy cosplay cover, and it sold out. Like I didn't pre-order it, so I actually went there the day before they were showing all the comics that were going to come out the next day. I said, if you have an extra copy, can you put it aside for me? And it was pre-ordered by everybody. It was one of those ones where they didn't have any extra copies. So I put an order in with my comic shop and they had it, so I was quite happy. And I got it for cover price, basically. So just a really great cover. I just think it's really sexy. I always like how women in chainmail, the chainmail somehow is supposed to offer some protection, and I can't imagine how that would work. So I always like that. I thought it was always funny. So yeah. So that's that one. Okay, and now we're at the last group of comics. It's just this one last little bunch. Oh, okay, wow, this is a good one. Another SOTI book. And I'll show it to you once I get it out of the tape. The tape is a little extreme. One second. One sec. The tape is a little bit sticky. I wish they would use the painter tape. For people that's sending books, please always use painter tape. Okay, so this is the book. Thing number 9. This is mentioned in The Seduction of the Innocent. I forget the line that they said, but something about stomping on some boy's head or something. It's pretty extreme. It's actually even one of the ones in The Seduction of the Innocent where it's like one of the lithographs. Like they would actually show panels from certain comics, and this one is one of those. So it's very sought after by the people that collect the Seduction of the Innocent books. It's just a really great book to find. This is in a really low grade. They say it's low grade. Actually, the spine is fine. I don't know. It looks fine to me. Actually, I'd say it's like a 3 or 4. But they said it's a 1.5. I think the reason is there's a bit of color touch that was on it, so it is restored, but I do not see any major flaws with it. I would have to take it out and look at the back to see what is potentially wrong with it, but when I looked at the pictures that they showed, it looked pretty solid. I was kind of surprised that they said it was a 1.5. It looks much higher grade to me. You can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I thought it looked pretty high grade, actually. Like, high grade meaning like a 3 or 4. But yeah. Okay, and there's 2 more books. This one's all pinned down, so it'd take me forever just to unpin it. And this is Space Usagi #1. So this is the first appearance of Space Usagi. And they're going to make a TV series about this character. They're actually not, like, a lot of people think, oh, they're making a series about Usagi Yojimbo, Well, they are, but it's this character in particular that they're making the series about, and it's going to be an animation with Space Usagi. So this is a kind of a key that's kind of heating up right now. You can expect to pay about $100 for this book. I got it a little bit cheaper than that. I think I paid $60. So just a really great book to have in my collection before the series comes out and the book becomes crazy priced. So it's really rare too, by the way. So that's Space Usagi #1. First appearance of Space Usagi. Okay, and now we got the last book. And of course, it's the most challenging to get out. It's always that way. I'm not really sure what it is either. Okay, got the first thing off. Oh, okay. So this one. So this is Invincible Iron Man, number 120. And this is kind of like a crossover between the Submariner and Iron Man. But I forget. This is not the reason why it's the book. Oh, again, I will put in the notes why this book is special. I know that it's a first appearance of somebody, and I'm blanking again on who it is. This is the problem. You see all these videos on YouTube, and they say, oh, this book's going to be hot. This book's going to be hot. And you're like, oh, might as well pick it up, right? And if you can pick it up cheaply, you pick it up. And that's what I ended up doing, and I forget what was so important about this book. It's a problem. You get all excited about, oh, I got to get that. But then you forget why it was so hot. Kind of silly reason to buy books. So I don't recommend that kind of method of buying comics, by the way. But it sometimes happens. You buy books where you hear about it, you think, oh, that's really great, and then you forget why it's so great. But Iron Man 120. I will put in the description why this is such a major book. So there's a bunch in this collection that I have to say that about. Okay, so that was my unboxing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Lots of really a variety of stuff in this one. That's what happens with Stackery. I end up getting all these books, and it's all one big collection at the end of the day. I'm happy to get these Seduction of the Innocent books in my collection because they're kind of huge. Especially that Crime Reporter #2. I've been chasing that book for so long. It's just such a hard book to find, and to finally get that in my collection is just really huge. Let me just get it out one last time so you can see it. One sec here. One last time, I'll just show it. It's just a really great book. I'm just so excited about this one. This is the big one from this group, actually. I've been chasing this book for so long, and every time I lose out because the bids go crazy for it. So it's just a really great one to have in my collection. Just a really, really great book. So I hope, again, you enjoyed this unboxing. Please comment below. Please subscribe and check out my other videos. There's always some cool things that I'm unboxing. Thanks again. Bye for now.